If you hear some Nigerians speak today, you will be scared. You will think they have the newest AK-47 fighting Boko Haram. It is a disgrace. Honestly, a disgrace. I heard someone speaking the other day over the issues of security, and I was confused. What has hereditary got to do with heritage? Please help me. Hello LinPRinPers, welcome back to another episode of Laraddiji with LinPRinP. And if you're here for the first time, thank you for clicking. Come on in, sit down, put your feet up and relax. I'm a Nigerian lifestyle blogger who loves living a peaceful life, and this channel is all about peaceful living in this chaotic and dramatic world through Lara's eyes. If you're all about living a peaceful life as well, then this channel is for you. You can join us now. Join us now by clicking the red subscribe button on your phone. And if you're on your laptop, do hover over the heart in the right lower corner and click the subscribe button. Under the umbrella of peaceful living, I wanted to talk about an important topic that has baffled me for a while now, especially regarding the welfare of people living in countries where the government, does not care or look after for their own people. I asked my dad the other day, why did you give birth to me in Nigeria? With everything happening, I just imagine my life sometimes if we had not had the opportunity to cross over here many years ago. My dad always says not to ask questions like that because everything in this life is for a purpose that God only can answer. To answer some of the questions I have in regards to this live episode, Living in Fast Express, Ms. Jogo was nice enough to join me in breaking this topic down into 3 main questions. She's actually here for a program, and I begged her to help me out impromptu on this topic before she goes back home. Ms. Jogo, thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Until I can have the space and time to invite other people, I know I can count on you. We have Ms. Jogo and Jugu that I can call on anytime, so I appreciate our appearance today. I hope Ms. Jugu will not be upset that she's not here today, to represent. Thank you for having me. And maybe, Ms. Jugu can have a day with you as well. What exactly is going on in these countries, that is making their citizens find greener pastures? That's a good question. I believe the major reason a person or more than one person can leave a place is that they have the means to do so. That's number one. They have the finances to do so, or maybe they have the opportunity to do so. But the main question is, what is the main reason for taking that step to emigrate? Usually it would be social injustice, social unrest, lack of security, lack of stability in the country, lack of systems in place to foster growth and wanting to secure the future of their children. How did they get lack of peace? And that's why we're here. How did these countries get to the point where their citizens feel like their only way is to move out? Sometimes the journeys they make are dangerous ones. From the news, we've heard of people dying from dangerous desert treks, boats capsizing, and others who died for one reason or the other, trying to get to other places that have these infrastructures available. For some, it is political wars, political issues and political differences. For others, it is the social unrest. Some people are dying every day because of drug wars in their communities. And for many other reasons that are not even justifiable that I can't even say on here. Are the leaders in these countries trying to solve these issues? That is the question. Personally, I think that's where the majority of the problem is right now. I can only speak for my country. I don't know 100% of what's going on in other countries. Can we blame the citizens for traveling out of the country when the leaders, they have voted for, end up disappointing and frustrating them? The problem is that, one, we have leaders who are still using the mentality of decades ago when the people's eyes were still at their knees. That's like a proverb we say in my country. They saw far less than the people they are governing now. Imagine now using that same kind of mentality for the people who can see. We can see sharp 2020 vision at that on issues relating to basic human rights. Talk less of the glaring issues relating to power and government. Simple, yet not so simple, handing over the office. When the president is not in the country, they don't do. Can you imagine? Our government have a lot of problems with misplaced priorities and misplaced power. They are okay with borrowing money on credit when they have no idea how credit works outside of the country. Or maybe they do. Perchance they do.
So sad.
Let's say they know. But I don't think they care, because they would have all died by the time the repayment of all these monies will have to be made. Look at them. Our government today prefer to travel out of the country for healthcare issues, simple healthcare issues, rather than take care of the present structures that we have already. With the same money. Our government today prefer to send their children out of the country for education, while our own educational system that was once the epitome of educational class in the world, that one continues to rotten. If you hear some Nigerians speak today, you will be scared. You will think they have the newest AK-47 fighting Boko Haram. It is a disgrace. Honestly, a disgrace. I heard someone speaking the other day over the issues of security, and I was confused. What has hereditary got to do with heritage? Please help me. What has telemetry got to do with territory? This is the result of what this government is doing to our people. And the people of Africa look up to this country. I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. I am starting to sense some frustration.
Oh, yes.
Tone. Please don't get me started. So how are the people living now? What is their condition? Whatever anyone can do to sustain themselves, that's what they are doing right now. That's the level Nigerians are right now. Okay? Living conditions are indescribable. Fraud is at an all-time high, especially what they now call kindness or charity fraud. Just so they can have small money to buy food to eat or to get healthcare. And others join the lifestyle of just living large off of, free money that they have fraudulently acquired. I haven't done any research, but I can just imagine how it must be for the regular schmegular citizen who has no degree, no work, no job, and has a lot of mouths to feed. What do you expect them to do? What do you want them to do? The ones who have nobody to turn to end up using diabolical means, diabolical methods to make money. And the end usually is not great. They usually end up dead. They end up at a dead end. Some die young and some lose themselves mentally. Can we blame these people? I honestly would have loved more voices on this topic, but I can assure you that I've tried my best to get this information to you. Hopefully, I'll be able to have a Zoom episode, for you guys soon. But in the meantime, so what exactly can we do on this topic as concerned citizens, as LinPRinPers who care for our neighbors? What can we do? There's a lot we can do. All right, we are at the stage where whatever you can do to assist, to help, just do it. If you can tweet about the injustices, tweet. If you can blog about them, blog. If you can raise funds, raise funds. You know, this is especially for those who are not in the country right now, and those that are in the country right now can continue to do the legwork. Look at what you are doing right now. We are talking about what's going on, and we are talking about issues and how we can solve them. Look at what happened at Lekki Tollgate last year. Look at what happened to Mr. Macaroni and the group that he was with, who were arrested recently. The government has been trying to silence the people, and unfortunately, fortunately, the people are at a point where something must be done, something must happen to turn the narrative back around to favor the citizens. A lot of money was donated, and I was so happy. A lot of people were on ground with the protests, and we need a way forward to move the citizens of Nigeria and Africa as a whole to a place where we ought to be. And
well, Ms. Jogo, you've given us some very important points. And under the umbrella of living a peaceful life, you know, Nigerians we have lost a lot. We have lost our dignity. We have lost our power.
Oh, yes.
We have even lost our voices. And to gain this back, we will need to fight for our rights.
Oh, yes.
You know, we have to fight for our rights physically, spiritually, mentally, academically, socially, and even, you know, financially. I've heard it said that Nigeria has abused the citizens enough. You know, it's been long enough, and we want out. You know, what can we do? Ms. Jogo, what do you think we can do? What's the way forward?
Well, I have some answers for this one. If there are more options, please let Ms. Jiggy know in the comment section. We'll definitely love to hear from you, so that we can learn from each other and move forward. First, we need to keep talking about these issues and how we have been affected by them. If we understand how these issues are affecting us, then solutions can be birthed to target appropriate problems. All right? The people in America are affected by what's going on in Nigeria because they will call them, please send us money, we need this, we need that.
That's a whole
Secondly, our voting ways need to be rejuvenated. All right? There are so many issues concerning who we vote for and how we vote for them. There's a lot of teaching and relearning that needs to happen in the arena of voting, so that we can vote for the right people who will represent us and not their pockets.
Good points. So do we have to go back home to solve these issues? You know, for those in the diaspora, what do you think?
Well, not necessarily. You know, like I said, whatever you have learned, wherever you are, be it America, be it London, be it Canada, you know, you can use the skills that you have learned. You know, use those skills to help in the fight against the injustice Africans are, you know, going through, what they are enduring right now in the hands of these illiterate and incompetent people we'll call our leaders.
Well, you have heard it all from the mouth of my dear friend, Ms. Jogo. To get to a Nigeria where peace can reign, we will need to fight. Oh yes, we will need to fight. People are running away from fighting, unfortunately. But it is becoming more apparent that that's what needs to happen for our freedom. I'm sure you agree, right? When has freedom ever come peacefully? Even though I advocate for peaceful living, there are times and instances where we need to peacefully fight, quote unquote, for our rights. All right, it's not going to come out from heaven. We need to fight for our rights. This is not the time to be silent, please. This is not the time to stay silent. All right, we will continue talking about these injustices that has been done to us until something changes. All right, and definitely this is not the time to be respecting those that have disrespected our rights, you know, up until this time as humans. I mean, we are all human beings. I had this in my plan since last year that I will cover what happened to hashtag EndSARS, and look at where we are. Nothing has changed. So when white people ask me why are my people always coming to United States, there's so many things I could say. However, at the end of the day, if we need to fix up our homes. We need to fix up our homes so that we can have the option of going back home instead of having to answer the nonsensical and and sometimes idiocies that our leaders subject us to from their actions abroad. Honestly, I wish the United Nations can have these laws that prevent political leaders from seeking other countries' infrastructures when they have in fact left their own to rot. What are they there for? What's United Nations there for if not to protect citizens from corrupt leaders? If my country has what I need, why would I need to leave? I mean, it's very simple. All right, that's all I want to say in this live episode. Thank you very much, Mrs. Joe. Thank you very much, Miss Jogo, for your awesome time here. I wish you safe journey back home. My LinPRinPers, ask questions if you have any. Don't hesitate to leave a comment or two in the comment section. You can also like this video by giving it a thumbs up so that YouTube can push it to others. Let's continue to love our neighbors as ourselves, and remember to rest in peace. We all need to be living in peace. Stay blessed. Bye. You'll see me in my next one. You see me in my next one. See me in my next one. You see me in my next one. Stay blessed. Bye.